He's playing with just a better pace, and look out, here comes the highlight. Showtime! Henderson showing off the handles. Reverse. Finishes over Wembanyama to look at the run. He'll challenge. He'll get all the way to the basket. King again, offensive rebound. Back to Scoot.
You guys hear the sound. You know what time it is. Another NBA draft profile for the 2023 rookie class. Today, we're going to take a look at our next draft profile scouting report. It is Scoot Henderson of the G League Ignite point guard. Another high-end prospect in this draft. When you look at Scoot, he kind of reminds you of that Derrick Rose, that Russell Westbrook build of a point guard. He has the strength, the size, the physical attributes that you really, really look for with a point guard in today's game. And by saying that, I really, really think he should be in play here at number 2 with the Charlotte Hornets, who Michael Jordan is actually going to be selling his majority stake of. But Scoot has what it takes, I think, to be a starting point guard in the league this year. Let's look at some of his strengths and weaknesses. Point guard. Born February 3rd, 2004, from G League Ignite, 6'3", 195. He has been playing with the G League Ignite for the past 2 years, so he's been playing NBA talent for the past 2 seasons. He's an elite level point guard, and he's not a perfect prospect. He's an explosive athlete, broad shoulders, good frame, above the rim, fantastic. He's got size, quickness, as I mentioned, long arms, and can battle with stronger, bigger guys because he's a strong and big guy. He can finish around the basket, and he's best attacking, slashing to the rim, or taking it out to the mid-range, which is an underrated part of his game. And what he's going to have to do is improve his decision-making and perimeter three-point shooting. He only shot 17% from 3 in the G League in his first G League season. But he's like a D Rose, Russell Westbrook comparison mixed together. And a weaknesses of his is going to be his decision making, turnovers, and I think his perimeter three-point shooting. They're going to do him like they did Derrick Rose and they did Russell Westbrook. They're going to sag off of him, dare him to beat teams from the three-point land. Now, I think he should go at number 2. Let's look at who the Hornets have. I know they have LaMelo Ball, but outside of him, who do they have? The team is trash. Let's look at it. You got Terry Rozier. It's going to be a crowded backcourt. Dennis Smith Jr., Kelly Oubre, and you have, just like I said, LaMelo Ball was hurt. You got Gordon Hayward, PJ Washington. I mean, they could really use a little bit of everything. There could be a case for Brandon Miller, but Rozier, don't see him long term there. I don't see obviously LaMelo Ball is there, but can him and Scoot play together? That's going to be the biggest question. Now, I think they can because I think LaMelo is more of the shooter, more of the guy that can spread the floor, and Scoot is the guy maybe like that can drive on the inside. So we could have a situation where we could have, let's say, a Harden Westbrook dynamic or a Derrick Rose Ben Gordon dynamic where one is a shooter, one is a slasher, or a shooter that, you know what I mean, they can spread the floor. I think, like I said, Dennis Smith Jr., Terry Rozier. I don't see much on this team really as guys who are irreplaceable. PJ Washington, Williams, Hayward. You could make a case for Brandon Miller here. I mean, I could see why he could come in and start at you at the 3, but I think if LaMelo Ball continues to battle nagging injuries in his career as he gets older, ankle, leg, foot, maybe back problems, nagging injuries that seem to sprout off of one another, and he's a guy who uses his athleticism and leaping ability and ability to shoot the ball with his legs. If this becomes a continuing problem, it will be nice to have a Scoot Henderson playing with him or being able to eventually step in and take his spot if needed, if LaMelo Ball, unfortunately, becomes more of the injury variety, which we've seen with his brother. While LaMelo hasn't really had that problem, this was his first full season really getting hurt with the ankle, but these are injuries that sometimes nag and take longer to heal. And could cause for load management and for LaMelo to miss games. I take Scoot Henderson at number 2. Yes, he needs to work on the shooting, but I think he's going to be a dog on the defensive end. He's going to make sometimes plays that are going to make you shake your head, but he's going to also make plays, as you heard in the highlights, that are going to wow you. He's going to play above the rim like Ja Morant, like Derrick Rose, like Russell Westbrook, get to the free throw line, get other players on that team in foul trouble. He's going to be a leader of men. He's going to play aggressively. He's not going to let nobody punk him or push him or back him down. He's going to play with that Russell Westbrook, that Mamba mentality. And I think he's going to do a good job getting his other teammates involved. And if he's aggressive and attacking in a league where everybody wants to shoot threes, it creates an undervalued dynamic in the NBA. But Scoot Henderson, I think the Charlotte Hornets need a shot of excitement. I think he is the second best player overall in this draft, and I think he'd be a great pick at number 2. Sign off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on Scoot Henderson. Where would you draft him? Should he go number 2 to the Hornets? And what do you think about his overall game? Stay tuned for more draft profiles here on the Flex Zone Podcast.